Hi friends! Today I'm going to show you step by step how to make an artwork similar to this one using silhouettes against a sunset background. I want to remind you that it is okay if your artwork does not look like mine. Your work should look like your work and not someone else's. So what is a silhouette? A silhouette is the dark outline or shape of something against a brighter background, almost like a shadow. For example, we can't make any of the details out on these two lions because the bright sunset is shining against them. It just leaves us with their general shape, and we can't see the color of their fur or their eyes, and that's because the light from the sunset behind them is just too intense. But it makes for a really cool photograph or artwork. Let's look at some more examples. Again, the backgrounds are just too bright for us to see anything other than the shadow or the silhouette of the main subjects. Let's get started with our artwork. You'll need a white sheet of paper, a black marker, and something to color in your background with. I'll be using crayons. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start with my black marker, and I'm just going to draw a straight line across the page. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit thicker. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to draw 4 ovals, and I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, a little bit of the oval comes past that straight line we drew across the page. Now, we're going to shade that in. This is just the beginning of the silhouettes of our birds. Now, we're going to add some triangles, long triangles coming down here for the tails of the birds. And each one can look different if you want. So this one I made a little bit curved. And I'm going to shade those in too. Now we're going to add 4 circles, one on top of each oval. And we'll shade those in too. So now to add our beaks. So depending on which side of the head you decide to put your beak on, that will be the direction that the bird is looking in, because a beak is in the front of their face. So on this one, I'll make a triangle. Okay, I'll shade it in. Now he looks like he's looking up this way, a little bit over his neighbor's head. I think this one I'll leave without a beak because maybe he'll be looking forward and we wouldn't see his beak if he's looking forward. This one I'll draw his beak pointed up. He's looking up towards the sky. And then maybe this one I'll have looking towards his neighbor. So now we have all 4 of our silhouettes. We can now add our sunrise or our sunset. So I went ahead and chose 4 colors from my crayon box. You can choose more or you can use less. Now sunsets have a lot of different colors. Sometimes there's darker purples or a little bit of blue, bright yellows, bright pinks. So you can even get into the neon colors or some darker cool colors if you would like. But I am going to start with some pink, and I'm going to start at the top of my page. Just going to lightly start with my pink. So the good thing about using these light colors is that since our bird is so dark, the light color doesn't cover the black marker. Now if we were to use maybe a dark blue or a dark purple, that might cover the birds a little bit. Now with my orange, I'm overlapping the pink a little bit. That'll make the 2 colors that I chose, the pink and the orange, look like they're fading together a bit. And now I'll move on to my yellow. You may notice that I've been keeping my pressure on my crayon pretty light, so the colors are coming out nice and light. But if you press harder, you can make them darker. And again, with my yellow, I'm overlapping the orange just a little bit so that it looks like the colors are fading together. Now I think I'll go back with my magenta and maybe add some clouds coming through. I'm gonna make them bright magenta. Now I'm not making big fluffy clouds, that's up to you if you would like to. I'm just kind of making wispy clouds, the type of clouds that you might see in the sky when there's a sunset. So they're a bit more flat, a little bit wavy, but not big and puffy like a normal cloud that you would draw. And there we have it, a couple of bird friends hanging out on a wire in the middle of a beautiful sunset. I hope you had fun, and thanks for watching.